I just flipping cards. There are some men with some pretty amazing. I mean, there are some men who you're too big in certain people's eyes. I thought that I was too big, and I was actually concerned at whether or not I was going to have to get a reduction. You could also win 500 million for the lottery and then tell them just to give you 200 just because. Yeah. No. What you need is somebody that can take that. That person will be strong in other ways. That's the only person. They can't be a follower. They can't be a gossiper. They can't be a coward. You have this type of outcome because of the kind of man that you are. And the kind of man you've always been, even if, and these types of men make mistakes. There's such a weird thing where it's however we perceive something, right? Because I could feel immediately that it was, well, these types of men, they're perfect, they don't make mistakes. Everybody makes fucking mistakes. This is what's supposed to help us all get along too. We don't have to be friends and kumbaya. But to not be able to exist together so that our own fucking lives selfishly could be better. I just don't understand why you wouldn't want this. It's the most narcissistic, selfish thing, which most of you love, but you're not looking at it like that. Anyway, I was overwhelmed with this. God, these things that other people see as things to be envious of are curses for me. How do I, the only way to bring some type of calmness to this is to get someone to look at it that way. Like, do I have to have a conversation with you to do that though? Ask these beings to put it in their heads. Ask their ancestors or whatever these celestial things are that go with this person still until they all just close them off, and then you're really screwed. You know you're doomed for hell and never getting out when there are no beings in the etheric realm that will fuck with you anymore. Yeah, they're told by something or someone, or just, this is it. Please let me know. Let's talk about this guy, because the mental conflict card came out. And this is a dark introvert. Nobody knows what this person does when they're by themselves. They sit in the dark a lot. I don't feel dark, impure thoughts. Maybe sexually. What torture that would be to have something like this and not be able to use it in the way that you want to. Victory and success. Trumpet. This person healed themselves from a lot of mental torment through their own thing. I was going to say I love myself, but I love myself. This is different. This is passion I have when yeah, because they don't have much money. This could even have been that the way that this all worked out wound up being some type of money ritual, a finance ritual, yeah, abundance ritual. Money that is not known, and it could even be that word is a cursed word too. Yeah, this is blocked, but this is also some men who were practicing semen retention. Is this really what I want? I'm becoming frustrated. I'm not the kind of guy that just wants to walk up to someone and open hand slap them for no reason. But the other day I felt it coming on, and I could only imagine that it's from things being pent up. You know, we have to get rid of urine, other things, mucus when we're sick. Why not this? Maybe semen retention isn't the best thing for everybody, we'll say. And then let's see what happened. I had mental conflict. I mean, I thought this was going to be good, but this is how you learn, though. You can't get mad at the person that told you, and you can't get mad that they're lying about it working for them. They're both things, right? This is how you find this mediator type of thing. They can admit that I have a hard time saying that I was wrong about something, and then the other one can say, well, I have a hard time with what? There was something on the other side that the other person had to accept as well. I have a hard time saying that something, right? And then here's the other one that's like, well, I have a hard time just saying that it didn't work for me in some way, even if it showed me that I get nothing out of it. So now I know not to even waste my time, because how many times do we do this? Do we bring things into our life that isn't working? We know it's not working. For the person who was going to mock it and see if I fell off track because you're so fucking connected to my brain, which became the most dangerous thing for you. How many times do we talk ourselves into thinking that something works either because somebody else wants it to work, or because we get something else out of it than what we're supposed to be getting from the actual thing? Yeah, I force you to think deep over here. This again was like this cycle. This is clearing out the cycle. This is moving this wheel that I feel. The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. Somebody blocked themselves off and went on a boat and just and grabbed candles and fucking listened to some type of opera, some dark opera, and it was it. There are men everywhere doing this. And they are also seeing it as rituals. They're taking in bits of information, whether it's from books, online. I want to bring this stuff out. I want to see, can I get myself out of this based solely off of perception? Can I? The way that I'm looking at it, which now dictates my moves. My moves are different. And because my moves are different, the outcome is going to be different from every move now. You may be even having, I feel like I'm having the same things happen. But I didn't realize, I didn't see before that I had to make a different decision in order to get where I just said I wish to go. It could be to a person, to a country, to a job, something. But in order for me to get there, it's not just going to show up on my door. And I don't think sometimes the law of attraction is supposed to be just, I go there, it comes here, and that's it. There's supposed to be experience in between. Different opportunities that take you to different places, even if you go a little out of your way, but you learn some more shit. Right? Let's just say that the quicker route takes you from here to there, but when I get there, fine, this is that temporary fucking victory and happiness that we talk about in detail. This is some of it. Eventually, now I got it, right? There's no challenge now. I got the job, or I got the person. There's no story. Somebody here is selling a boat, or you want to rent it out, or you wanted to make money off it somehow, and you were broke. It's unblocked, or it's going to unblock some creative things on how to fix the boat, what to do with the boat, or this is me helping you along, or you broke some kind of, I don't know, shield, hold, chain, lock, right? And now maybe you're getting from a creative idea from somebody to make money that you had sitting there the whole time. Look, as but the shadow, I would say that they're keep it rugged. Fix up the parts that is going to make somebody feel comfortable and they want to stay there. You don't want a bunch of people coming in and out. You would rather have one person rent it and get to know that person. Believe me, I think some people wanted that hippie type of life when it came to renting. And it's cool with as an ideal, but when you factor that into your life indefinitely, now you're dealing with all of their bullshit, their mood swings during the day, their whatever, however they deal with those mood swings. Some of it was with addictions, and then they couldn't pay and shit. It's like, God damn, I got one coming in every other fucking month. I wish I would have just kept Raja or Margie or something like that, right? Another opportunity. Some of you said you would never rent to anybody again unless you got 2 months rent up front, and that you could if you wanted to, and that maybe you would just have to wait a little bit longer for the right person. Well, now that if that space is available, you're going to have this opportunity again. You missed it before. Some of you had it happen again, where patience is something that you have to learn, and this was a baby step to being patient for other things in life. There's the light, there's the shadow, and there's the devil. So we have the light and the dark and the balance and this and that. And this is, this feels like the light and the dark when it comes to clearing out. I need it. Which one do I need? This feels like going from light to dark emotion during this process with these men too. You feel what I mean? Being angry and then feeling whatever this euphoria is that they're feeling with themselves, and then allowing this anger to come through that. Because what they do is they initially get mad. This is the process you're going to use. Some of you are ending it in anger. And I think that's what you're manifesting with now. You start out in anger, and you think about whoever made you angry. You're touching yourself. But I mean, if you don't have to see your mother, you just have to know you didn't fucking win, right? That's what this is. This isn't about sex when it comes to that. Then you get rid of that slowly. Let it go away naturally. But you're gonna let it be known that you're done with that emotion, right? Run its course. You're gonna finish with the feeling of, I am so and so. I'm the baddest motherfucker on the planet. That's how you're gonna feel. And then this is how you move through your day. This is when you get up. That's how you feel now. That's in your brain. You just programmed your subconscious to believe that shit. You get up, you start walking like that. Now, you have to move like that, which means, you're going to have to treat certain people with a certain amount of dignity and respect that deserve it. And you're going to have to turn your back and say as little as possible just to plant a seed to the people that don't. I'm going to give you a little bit so you can figure out on your own. I don't want to tell you everything. I just don't. And there's no reason. I just don't fucking want to. Taking control over your own dominion with whatever that is now. Some of you, it's whatever box you're fucking living in, but that's your dominion. Your dominion now is your mind and who you allow into your space. See, people that are at a disadvantage like that, the tests are intense, and they usually come right when you're hungry and someone says, hey, have a half a sandwich, and you heard that person has made people sick before. I'll hold off. It's the self-respect you're showing yourself, which you're sending that signal out to the universe now. And now it's like something of it. Oh, so you want fucking filet mignon? I got it. Next thing you know, your aunt calls, or she pulls up on the street, and she had no idea because your mom lied to her and said that you were a junkie still. And here you are sitting there homeless, fucking sober and hungry because your mom's a bitch. Like that. And you may wind up getting a spot at your aunt's or in the garage. It's just knowing this has to run its course, even if the course is just one day. There are many courses involved with other courses in this huge course called life, inside this huge course called existence. I think they're saying don't put an end to the people. It's like, I the light, and then there's the balance, and then here's like, I want to put an end to the dark. I'm used to the dark. A certain kind of dark though. You can't just keep going with the dark. You become something that even the respected dark won't fuck with. You know that you just became gross when the dandy diabolical, sure, won't do it. These are demons. I'm feeling some that won't do what some of you are doing currently in real time in the 3D. Instead, this is, if I can't beat them, join them. Instead, I'm going to work together with it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to tap into whatever skill I have that requires me to use this dark side. Some of you, it's porn, but this shit I was talking about. I mean, it's or it's what I said earlier about you don't have to show your face. And there's a camera, a vintage camera app that is free that you can even alter to make your pictures look like they're from the 70s or like they're Polaroids. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Or your videos and stuff. Maybe they do. I'm sure that they have a video editor of that with the vintage or just from the 60s or something. Yep. Many options. For you men, that's your fucking... So yes, yeah. I'm at a loss for words here. So and I'm looking at this snake neck on my light too. Like, I don't know if your shit is like a snake neck and it can go in different ways, or it's the way that it's pivoted, it's the way that it's arched, that somebody needs to get a mold of that thing and sell that shit in a sex store. And maybe put your name on it. call it the something, right? Well, that would be weird. That would be too weird, but I can see somebody wanting to do that with like filling it up with the person's actual thing and then having this be one of those sperm bank. Like, we don't just give you the sperm, but we give you a device for an extra $500. You can take this device and push the button and boom, it just shoots it up in you. It's the baster, right? You get a feel first for what, let's just say that you go to a store and you get this man's thing as a mold and they put the vibrating thing on there, or maybe you don't even need it with this one. You feel how you feel knowing it, that it's representative of who that man is. How do you test these out and then give them back if you don't like them, right? I know. It's an idea. See, that's where you stop and say, well, now somebody else can get. These are a bunch of family men. These are men that are taking kind of a loss or just loyalty, and it's affecting everything in my life, though. Like, there's clearly something that is forcing its hand in my life that I'm not going to fight this time. Some of these guys, they lost their wives because of cheating, or they lost their wives because of death. And now the secrets are killing them. Some of these guys, they took the lives of these women, and that's coming back. Whatever this is, there's conflict and shit. It's helping these guys admit that either I changed as a man in some way. It's helping them, because let's just say that these are the types of men who, they go to a therapist. Now let's say that they walk in and the therapist reminds them of their mother or their ex-wife. They got to sit there now. They can't say anything because then it's their fault. Right? This one really needs help. But there's something about you that triggers him, and now he's got to see you 3 times a week and then tell you his problems and now he's thinking he's telling his wife everything. Like, I didn't. This is what one of the problems was. I didn't want to talk to her anymore. Or the way that it's being approached is the same way, where I got a divorce, or I couldn't talk to my mother anymore because I felt like I was in one of these offices. Now I'm here, paying for it in some way. And they want to medicate me too. So why am I being medicated if this is supposed to help? What am I coming here for when you can just give me the fucking medication? Once I take this medication, I can't even remember what we talked about. So I'm not, it's as if the medication's removing the verbal process. I mean, I could be at the bar waiting for my medication to get filled and really just go that route instead of just doing it legally on paper and it being more socially acceptable. I don't know where that was going, but right. My point was, it's not working, them going to see therapists and being put on medication. What's working is them showing the kind of love that they have with their most powerful part that they have. The most power, just like the women's is the womb. Why do we get to claim this stuff and they can't? Yeah, I love this. Can you feel just how excited I am for you guys? I'm so fucking excited for you. This is the, I don't like the word, but this is that thing that you guys needed where I'm doing it for myself. I don't want somebody else to take fucking credit for this 180. You know, and then you got these guys who are looking up synonyms for words because they can't stand using them. But what this is you're going through some type of death to the flesh, right? Whatever that flesh was for you, but bringing back life through flesh. Yeah, I love you. I can't help it. Bye.